Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the YouTube-friendly version of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. And like always, it doesn't matter whether you black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, or even the penguins in Antarctica, because, man, it is cold when you're lonely. And I don't want nobody to be lonely for the holidays. I always tell people love is not just a holiday thing. I know there's a long list from October to February where we are indoctrinated with the love and the emphasis on love. And I tell people the importance of love is so you don't have to be alone emotionally, physically, spiritually, but also financially. It's always good to have someone by your side so you don't have to go through this life alone, because by yourself, life is already tough enough, and it's good to have someone by your side who can help you through the venture. The number one way to do that, men, is you guys got to start putting in more effort on these dating sites. I talk to guys on a consistent basis who tell me about their dating experiences, and they're not really doing anything. I spoke to one dude who said, yeah, man, I might put in about 5 or 10 messages a month, see what happens. And I'm like, bro, nothing's going to happen. You got to look at the dating market the same way you look at the job market. When, as a man, you're looking for a job, you're not just putting out 2 or 3 applications and hoping somebody calls you. No, you putting in that work. I used to tell when I used to do resume cover letter assistance at my alma mater. The number one thing I would tell guys, the seniors that were getting ready to graduate, man, is you got to treat looking for a job like it is a job. From 9 to 5, brother, you need to shut your phone off to anything other than emergency phone calls and grind until you finally find an employer that says, hey, this guy is good to hire. Let's get him in the door. Well, it's the same thing for dating. Online dating specifically, gentlemen, you got to put yourself out there by sending more messages. I tell guys you need to be sending at least 20 messages a day. Now, I'm not saying send a woman a message, then send her a second message and a third message until she responds, because that's a little bit off-putting and it's unnecessary. Rather than that, I tell guys just send any woman you're interested in 1 message a day. If she doesn't respond, great. You dodged what could have possibly been a bad relationship anyway. Rejection is a normal part of the relationship process. And I tell guys all the time, when a woman's not interested, don't take it as a hindrance, take it as a blessing. Because 9 times out of 10, when you shoot a message to a woman and she's not interested, 9 times out of 10, she wasn't the woman for you anyway, and you are probably more than likely better for it. So focus on the women that do respond to you. Because at the end of the day, you're only looking to be with one woman to build a relationship with one woman. So the purpose of sending all these messages, a lot of people say, oh, it's a little overbearing, it looks desperate. Yeah, it is desperate. Because at the end of the day, it's like anything else in life. People are not poor intentionally. It's just that life puts us in situations, but instead of making fun of them, which we do not do, we try to build them up and say, hey man, let me see if I can get you in a position where you can be successful as well, where you can live a better life. To me, dating is the same thing. I tell guys all the time, most guys are not single by choice. So instead of focusing on what the other side of the table, what women need to do, I tell guys, focus on what you need to do. And the purpose of sending all these messages is not out of desperation. The purpose of sending all these messages is letting women know you exist. Because 9 times out of 10, most women, especially if she's an attractive young lady, she's getting flooded to her inbox. Flooded with tons of messages. So less than likely she doesn't have the opportunity to go back and say, hey, let me go see who's out there, because she has to answer a flood of messages before she can even know you exist. So I tell guys very often, the purpose of sending women messages is to let them know you exist. When she knows you exist, it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, this is why I'm the best man for you. And if she responds, put you in a situation where now you can show her why you're the best man for her. And if again, if she does not respond, don't take it personal. Take it as next step up. If she comes back later on and responds to you, cool. If not, keep going. Because young brothers, you guys got a lot to offer to the dating market. So stay strong. Stay productive. Peace.